Welcome back to the Dry Fire Journal. There's no prep time for this. We're going to get right to it. I am going to take my frame, show you there's nothing in the magazine well. I'm going to assemble my clear barrel and mainspring into this P30L. I have been carrying the P30L today. Today was the last day of a swim meet, and so I was wearing basically swim style shorts with a belt, and I needed to carry my more compact version of an HK, so this is what I have. Today we're going to talk about trigger. This drill is courtesy of Ben Stoeger. I have heard his last name pronounced Stoeger. Anyway, comes from this book right here called Practical Shooting Training by Ben Stoeger and Joel Park. I recommend this book to you. I also recommend another book called Dry Fire Reloaded. I also recommend another book called Refinement and Repetition from Steve Anderson. Simple trigger drill. You can do this seated. You can do it standing. It is about when I form my grip, can I press out onto a target and see a difference? I'm going to point my muzzle slightly vertical so you can see, I'll take the weapon light off so you can see my trigger manipulation. But basically he talks about 0 touching the trigger, and then 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 5 being a little bit more pressure than the rest of them. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 5 has just a little bit more pressure. I'll show it to you again closely. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 5 has a little bit more pressure. So with my two-hand grip, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And I'm going to do it now looking at my sight. I've been making sure you could see what you needed to see. Now it looks like this for me. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. One more time. I'm going to get really close. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay. That's the first exercise. Second exercise. Ready for this? Build your grip and 5. Build your grip, 5. Build your grip, 5. Two-hand grip. I'm going to make sure you can see my trigger finger. So I'm looking at the camera, not my sight. And I'm going to think, now's my shot, 5. Now's my shot, 5. Now's my shot, 5. So now with me using my sights, ready for my shot, 5. Ready for my shot, 5. Ready for my shot, 5. And noticing the dramatic difference in my irons or in my dot as I am going between 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 5. The reason why is that if we are going to put multiple shots on one target and we are trying to go fast, all of our trigger presses will feel like 5, 5, 5, 5, 5, 5, 5. Or if we're trying to put a hit on a very fine target, say like a dot torture at 5 yards or 7 yards if you're going hard mode, or if you've been on the range with us and we've been hitting the C-zone steel silhouette targets at 30, 40 yards. That is a 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 kind of a trigger. But then if we try to get you to do it twice, or if you've done the Rolling Thunder drill with us on the range with a handgun, maybe your first trigger was 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, but then your next 3 shots were 5, 5, 5, 5, or 5, 5, 5. So play around with what happens with your sight between 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 5. That is a very worthwhile thing, because even though we can work on a lot of grip stuff, a lot of transition stuff, all kinds of things, you will never outrun what you are able to see, and you are morally and ethically bound to make accurate shots as a defensive handgunner. Have a good night. See you tomorrow.